my friends, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In yesterday's video, we did end our day inside of the Lucky 38 Casino, progressing the House Always Wins quest as far as I could before I began to anger any of the other factions. So I have done that. So I thought today I could do the same thing, but with the NCR. And the quest that I have for the NCR is things that go boom. And my job was to convince the boomers to aid you in the upcoming battle, which I did many, many months ago, I think. And now my update was to return to Ambassador Crocker and let him know the boomers will help you. And we're gonna go and do that. But first things first, I want to go up to the the presidential suite and collect my companions, because I had Arcade hang out here.
What's up?
Let's get going.
Lead the way.
And then I also had Edie hang out here. Hi, Edie. Oh, I missed you too. No, let's just reinitiate. I feel like I could have done that from the companion menu, but it's fine. I did also spend some time researching into Arcade Gannon's personal quest and what I needed to do to trigger it. And I needed so many like points. And if you don't have those, I don't think it will trigger. So I did check. I don't have those like points. I feel like I started to drag Arcade around with me too late in the game. So I have made the adjustments via console commands so that I have enough like points. Now all I have to do is to continue to play the end game quests, and in theory, eventually it will trigger. Maybe. We'll see how it all goes. But I think I've done everything that I need to do to make sure that it triggers properly. Victor is still he's not a soldier, TV.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again.
Okay, yeah. I thought...
Come back.
Oh no, I didn't mean to... Follow me.
Lead the way.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make them stay here. I was just checking in with you, Victor, to see if you had any updates from the changes that I made to Mr. House, but you don't. And then we need to go... These people are still here! I solved your problem with the Ultralux.
Lost some months caps.
Months ago. And you're still here. That's fine, but I feel like they should leave, right? I don't think he's gonna... Let's sleep until daytime, because that's when people are usually at work, right? So then maybe the ambassador will be at his desk.
Fucking Crocker couldn't find his ass if it wasn't on his backside.
Hi, that's pretty bad. Oh, top stories.
The system was foiled by an alert civilian contractor. Security is being tightened. In other news, wealthy Brahmin Baron Heck Gunderson was arrested in the Ultralux Hotel as a suspect in his son's murder.
Oops.
A hotel spokeswoman had this to say.
Mr. Gunderson is no longer a welcome guest at the Ultralux. Nor is he allowed to sample the world-class cuisine of the gourmand, New Vegas's only 5-star restaurant.
The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime.
Okay.
In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring.
I've already looted in here. A very long time ago. Well, let's save and talk to our ambassador friend here, Denis Crocker.
It's good to see such an outstanding citizen of the NCR. What can I do for you, my friend?
I wanted to talk to you about the boomers.
I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR?
Yes, they will be helping us. The boomers have agreed to help me.
Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you.
Oh.
But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again.
Oh, okay. Let's check our quest log. Reiner under Caesar is still here. I feel like we're still doing okay. Let's do a hard save. And then we'll talk to the ambassador here about another quest.
It's good to see such an outstanding citizen of the NCR. What can I do for you, my friend?
Earlier, you mentioned another assignment?
So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcomed here, merely tolerated. And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there?
Yes, I have. It's a slum. Maybe I go a lot of places. Can't remember all of them. No, yes, what of it?
Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings. I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested?
Sure, I can look into it.
Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death.
Yeah.
There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot.
If I can't just kill him, what do you want me to do? I'm not an assassin. What's my other choice?
I'm not a violent man myself, so I had our guys come up with an alternate solution on the off chance that our agent-to-be shared my sentiments. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with: diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, a man who calls himself the King.
Tell me more about this mysterious king.
He's Caucasian, in his mid-30s, and extremely charismatic. It's that last part we're counting on. The Kings are a bunch of young hoodlums who aren't inclined to listen to anyone except him. Get him on your side, and the rest will fall in line.
I think I'd rather go with the assassination plan. No, I think we're good this time. What would you need me to do?
Go and talk to the King. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The King might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here and we'll take it from there.
Guess I'll have to go talk with the king then? Sure.
I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
King's Gambit. I'm like, am I gonna get a quest out of this? Kill Pacer in a way that implicates someone other than the NCR, or talk the king into ceasing hostilities with NCR. I think we'll try to talk to the king because we're friends, right? I mean, he lets me, I fixed his dog for him, and he lets me walk around with him whenever I like. So it should be fine. Next time, killing Pacer sounds like a perfectly legitimate option. Excuse me. Excuse me. So many gates to get through. Although it does make sense. I mean, I understand it was probably done for the game engine to make it only one small area is loaded at a time. But it also makes sense where if New Vegas was attacked, they'd have to fight through multiple gates to get to wherever they wanted to go. Bag. Slug. Mag. You'd think after a certain point, the Freeside thugs would just run away from me. Like, in fear. I'm just saying. Okay, let's save and go on inside and find the king. It's gonna be an awkward conversation with Pacer right here. Well, I wonder, let's talk to Pacer first.
I've got my eye on you. You cross the Kings, you'll regret it.
He says nothing new. Sad.
What can the king do for you?
I need you to stop the violence against NCR citizens, please? Question mark?
I'd like to help you out, especially considering all you've done. But that's a pretty big favor you're asking for, and you've already used yours.
What?
Was there anything else you wanted?
What? Return to Ambassador Crocker with the news that the king will not curb the violence in Freeside.
All right. I'll see you later.
Oh, wow. You really... Wow. That's going to make...
There. You're the king's friend, right?
Yeah. Well, I wonder how... Okay, well, let's go back and talk to the ambassador. I'm just trying to think how I can kill Pacer by staging it as though somebody else did it. Who would I dress up as? Because if I dress up as a Legion, then the Legion might get mad at me for framing them for the king's murder, but they don't care. They're going to kill all these people anyway. They don't care at all. They're just going to kill him or enslave him. Yeah. So, how? Maybe he has an idea. Because I don't. Other than sneaking in and sniping him while he sleeps or something. You okay there, sir? You may need to go drink some coffee or something.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. I trust you have something to report concerning the Freeside situation?
I wanted to talk to you about the situation in Freeside.
Yes? Do you have something to report?
The king won't deal with the NCR. I discovered that Pacer and the Van Graffs have a troubled history. Oh. I discovered that Pacer is a jet addict and has a heart condition. Oh. Let's go with the first one.
That's most unfortunate. In this circumstance, I've been instructed to send you along to Colonel Moore over at Hoover Dam for further orders. The colonel will likely send you back to Freeside with a squad of armed men, for all the good that will do.
Sounds like you and the colonel don't get along. That'll show the people in Freeside who's in charge. Sending NCR soldiers into Freeside would be a bad idea. Yeah.
I completely agree. Even if a riot didn't immediately break out, a line will have been crossed. And we'll have made that many more enemies. I'd suggest you speak to Colonel Shu over at Camp McCarran. He's much more level-headed about this sort of thing. He's also in a better position to bargain with the people of Freeside, seeing as how he's in charge of water and power distribution in the area. Still, I'm only mentioning it as an option. My official orders are to direct you to Colonel Moore. Godspeed.
I want to reload and choose one of the other options because I'm interested to see where this jet one goes.
Hello. Yeah.
I discovered that Pacer is a jet addict and has a heart condition. I don't know how or when I discovered that, but okay.
That could be useful, but I'm afraid I don't have the background and know how to take advantage of that knowledge.
Add a little psycho to his jet and he'd have a heart attack. I was hoping you'd know. What?
Damn it, I'm an ambassador, not a doctor. You'll have to find some other way.
Oh! Hang on, I feel like I remember this was one of those ones that I was going to find during a quest. Yes, it's called Damn It, I'm an Ambassador. During the quest King's Gambit, there's a Wild Wasteland dialogue option when discussing the Pacer situation with Ambassador Crocker, telling him that Pacer has a heart condition and is addicted to jet, and insinuating that Crocker should understand what to do with that information, causes him to reply, "Damn it, I'm an ambassador, not a doctor. You'll have to find some other way." This phrase is a permutation of the phrase, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not," and insert profession here, often attributed to Leonard Bones McCoy in Star Trek. Yes, I understood that reference. But the question is, can I go back to it?
Hello.
Addicted to jet. Okay, so medicine, add a little psycho to his jet and he'd have a heart attack.
Remind me never to get on your bad side. If that's true, then yes, that would be a suitable way to get rid of him. It looks like you have things well in hand, so I'll leave you to it.
How do I do that? Kill Pacer by adding psycho to his jet. That's the correct order of words. I would like to do that. You totally died of natural causes. Totally. What was... They're all soldiers now.
Continuing patrol.
You are. I like how there's a pedestrian overpass that's completely unusable. That's great. And one more gate. Are we gonna get attacked again by Freeside thugs?
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
You're welcome. Yep, they're all soldiers too.
Turns out some military hero the squatters admired was actually a slime ball. An NCR soldier who's actually a dick? Who would have thought?
Okay, it's up. I was like, I can't imagine that here you go, and hand it to him. He's up another floor? The stairs here were very strangely placed. It's the stairs down. Here we go. Close the door.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Yeah, you do that. Examine Pacer's jet stash. The box contains a large amount of jet. You could lace the jet with some psycho if you had some. Spike the jet with psycho. I'm pretty sure I have all the chems. You carefully add psycho to Pacer's jet, guaranteeing an altogether different high the next time he uses it. Well, when is going to be the next time that he uses it? I probably just have to wait. Let's wait until this time. Nope. Oh, hi. Don't mind me. I'm just hanging out here with some desks.
Sounds like the NCR and the Legion are both gearing up for a fight. We've been seeing a lot more soldiers around.
Oh, look, there he is. He's coming up. Pacer's key. What's his key for? Oh no, Mr. King, did you know that your friend died? Where is he? He's not with his groupies.
Some of the bosses of the Fiends were killed. Wouldn't be surprised if the NCR had something to do with it.
Where did the king go? He's just like, whatever. It's fine. I didn't miss him in here. Ah, there he is.
I can't believe Pace is gone. He was always right here, you know? Always cracking me up with some story or another. Anyway, what did you want?
Oh, nothing. Bye.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay, you see me later. Excuse me. Well, Pacer's dealt with. I need to go back and talk to the ambassador. And see if that makes... I can't imagine that's going to make anybody angry. Mr. House probably isn't going to care. The Legion should not care, but we'll see how it goes. Exit might be this way. It is this way. Perfect.
Turns out some military hero the squatters admired was actually a slime ball. An NCR soldier who's actually a dick? Who would have thought?
Are you referring to me? I'm very confused.
Found you. Looks like trouble.
Anyone else? No? We're good? I'm out of here? It's like they're shooting back. Run!
Hello.
Oh, I should probably wait again. Till daytime. It worked well last time.
Without leadership, the Fiends are as good as dead.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. I'm a helpful kind of soul.
Hello. I trust you have something to report concerning the Freeside situation?
I do.
Yes?
I laced Pacer's jet with Psycho, and it didn't go well for him. Shocking.
Good show. With the conditions there, no one will suspect anything other than bad drugs to be the culprit. You've done a great service for the NCR. Now, you're probably wondering about your reward. This has been something of a hot-button topic, so I was able to secure this for you.
Oh, what did you... I got fame and bottle caps. I risked my neck out there. Couldn't you spare a little more?
Well, I don't officially have access to any more funds, but here. This is from me personally. There's more coming your way, too.
Thanks.
I've received a message from Colonel Moore up at Hoover Dam. She's been following your exploits and has requested that you meet with her.
Oh.
You're not officially in the employ of the NCR, so there's nothing forcing you to go. But I'd go see her sooner rather than later. The Colonel is not someone you want to keep waiting.
For the Republic, Part 2. Caesar's hire, render. Okay, nothing has failed yet, I don't think, but I'm still going to save. Do you have anything new to say?
What's up?
I don't know. Nothing. Okay.
See you around.
See you around.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
That would be a really good idea. Okay, For the Republic Part 2. See Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam for further assignments. Okay, seems very NCR heavy, but I've got lots of saves I can go back to if I need to. I do want my first ending to be the yes man, because I want to be Queen of New Vegas. That's going to be my canon ending. Let's just poke around here for a little bit longer and see how far I can get. Now, I have been here before, but I didn't really... I mean, I explored some, but I definitely reached a point where I thought I might be going places I'm not supposed to go to. Like this random supply closet. It's very strange. Anyway, let's focus. Not get distracted. Go up to the Hoover Dam Power Plant 01. And... oh,
Hannon
wow.
was a brave soldier. What could have driven him to despair?
I don't know. Lots of things. This place is huge. I mean, it is a power plant. Not sure what I was expecting.
President Kimball is going to arrive pretty soon to give his speech and meet that wounded soldier.
What wounded soldier? Hoover Dam offices?
I miss California.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably safer there. Hoover Dam safe room key.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Oh, I like their jumpsuits, how they've kind of crossed off something else and then added the NCR logo to the back. That's pretty cool. But let's focus. Talk to Colonel Cassandra Moore.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable, and right now I can use all the capable people I can get.
Oh.
Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch one or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission?
Sure. I mean, it really depends on the mission. See Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam for further assignments. Okay.
Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them?
Yes, you could say we've had dealings. I have a score to settle with them. I might have heard of them. Remind me? Let's go with that one.
They're a rowdy bunch, and pride themselves as warriors. The dark leather and horned helmets they wear are pretty distinctive. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes.
Well,
That
yeah.
is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions?
What if I find they're not committed to joining Caesar? Well, I have NCR support in this. What if I can convince them not to join the Legion? Yeah, let's go with that one.
Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else?
Will I have any NCR support in this?
I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions?
What if I find they're committed to joining Caesar?
Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions?
None, I suppose?
Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed.
Visit the Great Khans and Red Rock King and either enlist their aid or destroy them. I would think you would, I mean, look.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I don't feel like they should be able to be convinced to help the NCR. However, maybe, like the boomers, they can be convinced to help me instead? Possibly? Possibly, maybe? Do I still have all my quests? Side beds. All right, I've saved. Took longer than normal, but it's fine. Red Rock King, and I'm idolized. They love me there. Like, I should be able to convince them to do anything, right?
Hello.
Hi.
You honor the Great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you? Until next time.
Nothing new there. This is the Legion guy, right?
I understand you've been invited to meet with Caesar. Yes.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Because I'm a nice person. Caesar's only using you. He doesn't actually care about the Great Khans. Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves. Because the NCR is the best hope for a long-term stability in the region, not Caesar. I mean, I feel like the NCR is way better than Leisure, than Caesar, not Leisure. Let's go with the middle one, because that's most likely what will happen.
Ha! The Great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. Farewell.
That didn't seem to go very well.
Something else you wanted? That's a complicated question. But I can't... I suppose... Until...
Oh, I have a quest. Oh my papa. What is this? Talk to Colonel Moore about a Great Khans NCR alliance. Okay, isn't that kind of what she...
Haven't seen a follower around here in years.
Isn't that what she already sent me over here to do? I'm very confused.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Okay. What is it you had in mind? Why should I listen to you? No, first one.
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the Great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
That's not going to happen. So what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Okay. Aren't you convinced already if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves.
Yeah.
Prove it, and I'll back you.
Okay. What would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those 2 have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
What about Melissa? Who's Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Karl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
That won't happen. At all. I don't think I actually want to do that. No, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Karl, has become fast friends with Pava. Karl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
Okay, but how do I do that?
Karl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm not afraid of Karl, and I don't feel like wasting my time. No, first one.
I would too, if I were you.
Okay. So, bring evidence of Karl's plan to Papa Khan, convince Melissa to speak out against Caesar, find Regis evidence that Caesar will annihilate the Great Khans, convince Jack and Diane to speak out against Caesar, and then where is everybody? The Fort Merciful Thug. That's probably where I need to go to find information about, or for Regis here. But let's do the ones that are local first, possibly, maybe? There's 2 up there. Is there another one in here?
Karl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
I wonder what that could all be about. Well, let's try to find... Well, let's go to the... They are up here at the drug lab. But Melissa, where is she at? Let's quick save.
Damn it, someone offed Motor Runner. That guy was one of our biggest clients.
Sorry. So about the alliance with Caesar's Legion. Yeah, you guys are drug dealers. You know he's not big on chems, right?
Anders got back a little while before you did. He told me what happened. If that's how the Legion treats my people, I don't want any part of them. Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the alliance.
Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.
Yeah? How's my most favoritist friend?
Nope. Everything... You're welcome. Okay, that was easy. And then... That's the Longhouse. Great Khan Encampment. Okay. Oh, Melissa was the daughter of the guy over by all the Death Claws, right? Yeah. The one who's got the wrong accent.
How's it going?
Regis says I should talk to you about speaking against the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Karl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a spicular Tory.
Did he also tell you women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion?
What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
If the Great Khans join the Legion, you'll be sold as a slave, an officer's wife if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
Awesome. Time for me to go.
Later.
I was just like, yeah, sure, you'll serve the Legion in a completely disgusting, awful way. All right, let's go to the fort. I'm a merciful thug, so they shouldn't attack me, right?
By order of Caesar.
Yes. All my belongings will be returned. Well, it is nighttime, so the perfect time to go sneaking. I wonder what information I'm going to find. Because it's not going to probably be, I spoke to somebody and this is what they told me. It's probably going to need to be more than that, I would guess, right? Long loading always makes me nervous. Oh, I have to go in there. Oh, wait, I have to go this way.
True to Kaiser.
Yeah, true to Kaiser. Great. I need you to wait here.
Okay.
And then where's Edie? Edie! Where has Edie gone to? Again? Does Edie have to stay down at the docks? I hear her. There you are. Come on. Come up this way. Come hang out with Arcade for me, okay? Now wait here. I have to go and possibly steal something. Who knows? Oh, okay. Legion Slave Ledger. This ledger is an extensive record of the Legion's prior dealings with tribal societies it has encountered on its expansion. Of particular interest is the fate of the Twisted Hair tribe of Arizona, who formed an alliance with Caesar to serve as his army's scouts during the conquest of that region. Once the Arizona wastes were pacified, the Legion turned on its erstwhile allies, stripped them of their tribal identity, and forced them into slavery. Those who resisted were crucified along the remains of Interstate 40. Yikes. That's...
The camps are getting crowded.
Horrible. Well, let's, grab Arcade.
Lead the way.
And then we'll grab Edie. And then we will get out of here before they notice that we took anything. Yeah, we don't want to go to Hoover Dam yet. You retrieved your confiscated equipment on your way out of the forest. Well, since I am in a safe place, at least for now, I'm going to take the opportunity to pause things here today. But tomorrow, we will continue along this quest and see what we can do to change the Great Khan's mind, and as usual, go from there. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Fallout New Vegas video.